Sent us these awesome Valentine's Day boxes. Nick, did you get one of these? So this is dangerous. I don't buy chocolates and keep chocolates in my house for a reason, because I will eat all of them. So I will definitely be enjoying this box of chocolates while we watch the race on Sunday. Did you get one?
That looks fantastic.
I know.
But you know, I'm not certain. There's been a snowstorm in New York City, and
so you can't eat chocolates when it's snowing?
Know this about me? No. It's about the mail. Here's the thing. I get really bad anxiety about answering my phone or checking my mail. I think it goes back to the days of when I owed a lot of people a lot of money, and so I didn't. I still get those feelings.
Yeah.
And so any excuse I have to not check the mail, I use.
Okay.
And so the fact that it's snow on the ground, I'm like, I can't check the mail.
Yeah.
So I might have them.
You probably have
them.
But
I just haven't. I haven't physically gotten them yet. So. Yeah, frozen chocolate's even better. I'm sure they'll be delicious. LeVar Arrington in 10 minutes, but first, Alex Curry with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herdline News.
Now, this has been a big topic for us today. Russell Wilson has quickly become the centerpiece of the offseason quarterback drama. The Seahawks are reportedly unhappy with Russell for airing his frustration about his supporting cast in public. Now, they are also reportedly getting more calls and from teams checking in on him, but Seattle has given no indication that they are willing to make a trade. Now, this is tough because from what we saw from the outside and what we knew prior to all of this coming out is that Russ had a great relationship with the Seahawks and the front office, but it's obviously not the case. And who knows how long he has been unhappy. I feel like this is his final attempt, his Hail Mary, to let them know that this is his last straw and that they really need to listen to him and do something. Give him some protection. Let him be involved in the personnel decisions. Give him what he wants. But again, Nick, you mentioned this. The strangest thing is that no one from the Seahawks camp has come out and even acknowledged this. They haven't made a public statement. They haven't talked about this. Why?
Well, the most fascinating part about this is who is talking and who isn't talking. The fact that Russell Wilson, who has never said anything controversial in his entire public life, made a conscious choice when he was doing his media tour surrounding the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award to publicly air his grievances with the franchise was noteworthy. So that him speaking was noteworthy. The franchise not speaking is pretty damn noteworthy too. The fact that we have not, even if they don't want to do an interview, Alex, they could do something with someone on the team website, you know, a Q&A on the offseason.
Put out a statement.
And with one of the questions being, or even just a press statement, press release. Russell Wilson is the greatest Seahawk ever. We love him. We want him to be here forever. We're going to work behind the scenes to make him happy. The fact that they've said nothing is only going to encourage, Alex, more teams to call about him.
Yeah, it seems a little messy. But moving on, after 12 years in Detroit, Matthew Stafford will be starting fresh with the Rams next season. And although he knew it was time for him to leave the Lions, asking for a trade, he said, was not easy. He said the conversation, probably the hardest one he has ever had, but he was blown away by their respect and understanding. He was also surprised the Rams were so aggressive in pursuing him, but excited for the fresh new start. And when I watched this video interview with Stafford yesterday, he seemed so sincere. And the bottom line is he wants a chance at the postseason, and he hasn't gotten that. He's 0-3 in playoff games, and sometimes you just need a new, fresh start. You need a new environment, and the Rams is a pretty incredible place for him to land. You got a great coach in Sean McVay. You have a ton of offensive weapons, and you have a great defense with the best defensive player in the league in Aaron Donald. Plus, I'm also a little biased on this, but you're in LA. It's sunny. There's good energy. It's a great place to be and a great place to thrive. Plus, the Rams have the Super Bowl next year. So who knows? They've been there only a couple years ago. Maybe he gets the chance to get back there again. And the other thing I love that he did was before he left, he pledged $1 million to a nonprofit to help build a new education center in Detroit. So you know how much that city means to him and how much he loves that city. He just wants a chance at the postseason. And every great player should.
And by the way, the Lions sapped Barry Sanders' football soul from him. They seemingly did the same from Calvin Johnson. Yeah. I'm glad Stafford's going to get a chance elsewhere. There's a lot here, right?
There's a lot.
he and his wife Kelly pledging that $1 million is fantastic.
That's so cool.
Also, this did make sense for both parties. The Lions need to officially rip the Band-Aid off and try to actually fully rebuild. They weren't going to be able to do that with Stafford. And getting the 2 first-round picks and a flyer on Goff makes sense for them. For the Rams, it was pretty clear McVay was over Goff this year when he started Walford in that playoff game.
Yeah.
And I think, Alex, Robert Woods could be a guy that all of a sudden becomes a household name next year. I think he had back-to-back 1,100-yard seasons with Goff. With Stafford's arm, Robert Woods could be great for them. And the point you made, Alex, about hosting the Super Bowl, we had never seen a home team play in the Super Bowl until this year. And now the Rams are one of the Vegas favorites to go there to make it 2 in a row. So that is an interesting part of it. And yes, LA is beautiful.
I would love it.
It's snowing in New York City.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
LA's the best. Staying in LA, LeBron James has been vocal about wanting to reach billionaire status, telling GQ in 2014 that it would be one of his biggest milestones, and his dream is becoming a reality. According to Forbes, he is expected to cross that threshold in career earnings in 2021. He will be just the 5th athlete ever to hit that mark while still being an active player. Now, I love everything about this. LeBron is the king of social media, the king of marketing. He's the face of the NBA, and he has his hand in everything. He has his media company. He has his tequila company. He has his massive sponsorship deals. He's also an advocate for social justice, and he cares so much about the youth through his schools that he builds. He deserves this. He's putting in the time. He's putting his money where his mouth is, and he's giving back to the community. And I think those are the athletes that you want to see reach that status and level.
Well, I agree with all of that. The only thing, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not.
Say it.
But I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Forbes is wrong.
Oh.
LeBron became a billionaire 2 years ago.
Really? Why?
So Forbes, I don't know what their calculations are, but LeBron been done reached this milestone. So like I guess they're just maybe, I don't know what their numbers are, but I know that at least he believes, and I would think he would know better than anybody, that he actually checked this off the bucket list his second year with his first year with the Lakers, first or second year with the Lakers. So maybe Forbes is just doing like what they know Nike pays him, what they know the Lakers pay him, whatever it is. But Forbes, a little breaking news for me. Forbes, you're wrong. You're about 2 years late on this story. Maybe I should have broke this story a couple of years ago. Bad job by the people at Forbes. You're wrong a couple of years late.
So am I wrong now, too?
Alex Curry with... No, not your fault, Alex. Not your fault at all. There's Alex Curry with the news.